Hello anime fans, Anime Guru here, and I have a special new type of video for you guys today. We're getting very close to the fall 2013 anime season, and I thought I would go through the list of series that are coming out for the season and give my thoughts on some of them, the ones I think sound interesting, and the one things I think that you should keep an eye out for. So with that, let's get started. I am going to begin with TV series. Just a few things. I'm not going to go over any second or third season, any continuation series. I'm only going to give my thoughts on new series because if you haven't seen the first season of a show, you're probably not going to be watching the second season. Or if you've watched the first season and you liked it, you're obviously going to watch the second season. And if you watched the first season and didn't like it, you're obviously not going to watch it. So I'm just going to go over new shows that are coming out, brand new seasons of shows, no continuations. And the first one I'm going over is Log Horizon. It's being let me first give you a little synopsis of it. Log Horizon is the story begins when 30,000 Japanese gamers are trapped in the fantasy online game world Elder Tale. What was once a sword and a sorcery world is now the real world. The main lead, Shiro, attempts to survive with his old friend Naotsugo and the beautiful assassin Akatsuki. Kanata is a mysterious player who looks like a cat. So it's being created by Satellite. They're known for being the ones who created the first 4 episodes of Hellsing Ultimate. They also co-produced Fairy Tail with A1 Pictures. Director Shinji Ishihara from Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood and scriptwriter Toshizuo Nemoto from Steins Gate and Toanakwan are going to be working on this series together. It looks interesting. It looks similar to a Dot Hack or like Sword Art Online. I mean, I don't want to say too much because I know a lot of people. There's a huge fan base for Sword Art Online, but it's a gaming anime, so it seems like it could be similar, and it does look interesting, and I'm gonna be checking out that series. Now, the next series that looks interesting is goes by the name of Outbreak Company. It's about our main character Shinichi Kano, who is a thoroughbred class otaku. He has a light novelist father and an erotic game artist mother. He has no special talents except for his vast knowledge, opinions, and insight on Maui. Despite this, the Japanese government assigns him as a Maui evangelist to the Holy Eldent Empire, a parallel world. In this fantasy world where dragons soar the skies, Shinichi forms a deep friendship with the half-elf maid girl Ryusuru and the beautiful young Empress Petoaro. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. Even as he deals with the threats of war between different factions, he worries that he himself is an invader in this wondrous land. Now, this series is based off a light novel series, so it goes either way whether or not this could be a good series or not. It's being animated by Feel. Feel is known for Shikabane-hime as well as Mayochiki. It has a fairly new director. He only has one other directorial role, but he was the key animator for Boogie Pop Phantom. The scriptwriter is known for Maoyusha. I probably mispronounced that, and Spice and Wolf. Now, the scriptwriter sounds promising, but I'm not too sure about the director. It's one of his first roles. He may not go in the right direction with the series, but the plot sounds interesting, and it would be interesting to watch, 1 or 2 episodes to see how the series progresses. Now, the next series that I'm very, very interested in watching, it's very high on my imaginary importance scale. You know, down here is like the low importance, up here is the very high importance. Well, this one's gonna be like right about here. Very, very high importance. It's called Kill la Kill. It's being produced by Studio Trigger. Studio Trigger was founded by former Gainax employees. These guys are known for Gurren Lagann. Gurren Lagann, if you haven't known, if you don't know, is a great series, and if you haven't seen it, you should definitely check it out. But with that being said, these guys left Gainax, started their own studio, and now they are making this. It's a fairly new studio, formed back in August of 2011, and so it's a fairly new studio. But these guys have made some quality series. Synopsis is the story centers around two fiercely fighting schoolgirls, Ryoko and Sasuke, on a campus ruled by force. A transfer student wielding a Basami sword brings about upheaval. Not too much about the series, but we do have Kazuki Nakashima from Gurren Lagann will be supervising and writing the scripts. Animator Sushio, who is the key animator of Gurren Lagann and the Evangelion films, will be designing the characters. So we do have some veteran guys from the anime industry working on this series. It's an original series, and I definitely think we should check this out. I will be checking the series out, and I'm expecting great things from it. Now, the next series that looks interesting goes by the name of Kikou Shoujo wa Kizutsukanai. Synopsis is a symphonic school battle action story follows a boy puppeteer named Raishin Akabane who travels from Japan with his female automaton Yaya to study at the highest institution for machine art, the craft of making automatrons. A combat tournament at this Royal Academy in England determines the top puppeteer, or Mao. Now, the series is based on a light novel. It's being produced by Lerche, Studio Lerche, which is known for Carnival Phantasm, another fairly new anime studio. The director Kinji Yoshimoto will be directing. Director obviously will be directing whatever. He directed the Queen's Blade series, so I'm hoping that doesn't mean this is going to be a super ecchi series, because from the trailer, the action sequences look very, very fluid, and I like what I saw. And this is one of the ones that are up on my list of things to check out. So yeah, this show looks interesting. Now, the next series I thought sounded interesting was goes by the name of Galilei Donna. Galilei Donna. Now, there isn't too much about the series listed. What is listed is that it's a story about three moons, three of the Italian astronomers Galileo's female descendants who are on international wanted lists. It's an original series being produced by A1 Pictures. A1 Pictures is known for Sword Art Online, Anohana, and Fairy Tail. The character designer Shingo Adachi from Sword Art Online will be working on the series as well. That might be why I liked the character designs for this series. But like I said, there's not too much about the series, but for some reason I feel like this could be a good one. Even if the story isn't too good, the characters will definitely be something to look at. Now, next up is Tokyo Ravens. It follows a school supernatural fantasy that centers around Harutara, a boy from a branch of the Tsuchimikado family, a family of occult practitioners. However, he lacks the ability to see spirit energy, so he is now just an ordinary high school student. Natsume, a girl who was Harutaro's childhood friend and the next head of the Tsuchimikado family, reunites with Harutaro and changes his future. Another series based on a light novel. It's being animated by 8-Bit. 8-Bit is another fairly new studio. They animated Infinite Stratus. The director, Takayomi Kanasaki directed Is This a Zombie? And Is This a Zombie of the Dead? So that's promising. However, Atsuko Watanabe is the character designer. I don't know too much of the things that he's designed characters for, but he did do character design for Okakami Kakushi, and that's a little scary because the expressions on some of the faces for Okakami Kakushi was a little disconcerting. So I'm not too sure if this is going to be a great series or not, but it's definitely something that is worth checking out an episode or two. Now this next series is the one that is going to be on my highest importance scale. Remember that imaginary scale? Well, this one is the highest of importance on that scale. It goes by the name of Kyokai no Kanata. It follows the story of a high school sophomore named Akihito Kanbara. Although the boy appears human, he is half Yomu and vulnerable to wounds because he can heal quickly. One day, Akihito meets freshman Mirai Koriyama when it seems she is about to jump from the school rooftop. Mirai is isolated because of her ability to manipulate blood, which is unique even among members of the spirit world. Disturbing events begin to unfold after Akihito saves Mirai. Now, this is another series based off a light novel, so it can go either way. Hopefully, this will be one of the better light novel series. It's going to be animated by Kyoto Animation. Kyoto is a pretty popular, pretty well-known animation studio. They created Clannad, After Story, and the Disappearance of Haruhi Suzumiya. This is Taichi Ishidate's first series where he will be directing. However, he was episode director for Keion, Clannad, and Clannad After Story. We're going to have Juki Kanata, the scriptwriter, who worked on Steins Gate, writing the series composition for this series. I really think this series looks interesting. The trailer looked great. Didn't show too much, but from what was seen, I feel like this could be really promising. I'm definitely going to be checking this one out. Next we have Strike the Blood. Strike the Blood is an action fantasy story that revolves around Kojo Akatsuki, a boy deemed the world's most powerful vampire, once thought to only exist in legend, and Yakina Hiramaki, a girl entrusted with watching over the vampire and if needed hunting him down. The series is based off of a light novel, like many of the others. It's being produced by Silver Link. Silver Link was known for Baka and Test and Kokoro Connect. This is going to be Hideo Yamamoto's second directorial role. However, we have character designer Hiroyuki Yoshino, known for Code Geass, Excel World, and Guilty Crown. So that's a promise right there. Not much is known about the series, though it does sound interesting, and I will be checking this one out. Next up, we have Aoki Hanane no Arpeggio, Ars Nova. In this story, humanity lost much of its developed land due to global warming in the first half of the 21st century. Then, a fleet of fog loaded with superweapons suddenly appeared all over the world. Without the ability to withstand this fleet, humanity was defeated and could no longer travel the seas. 17 years after this devastating naval war, Gunzu Chihiya and his friends somehow commandeer a fleet of fog submarine and rename it I-41. Together with Iona, which is I-41's mental model or physical incantation, kind of like an AI, they take on the fleet of fog. Now, this is being produced by Studio Sanzigen, which is another fairly new studio. However, Seiji Kishi, the director of Angel Beats and Persona 4, will be directing. This is based off of manga, and it seems interesting. From the trailer, the CGI looks really, really good, so I definitely want to look at it, if for nothing less, for the visuals. Now, the concept of this next series sounds very, very enticing. The series is called Coppelion. It's set in the year 2036 after radioactive contamination from a nuclear accident has put Tokyo under a blockade. 3 high school girls have been sent to this dead city thanks to genetic engineering. These girls have been made impervious to radioactivity since birth. They form a special forces unit codenamed Coppelion, and in the 3rd Division of Japan's Ground Defense Force. This is based off of manga. It's being co-produced by 2 studios, Star Child Records, which is known for Toradora and FLCL, also known as Fooly Cooly, and Gohand, known for K and Marduk Scramble. Not too much is known about the staff, except the theme song performance. But the concept sounds very interesting, and from the trailers, you can see very, very detailed background art, so the visuals look really, really engaging. So there's also a bright color palette that's used in the series. So this is something I'm going to check out. This is probably my number 2 series to check out for this coming season. So yeah, check that out and let me know what you think. This next series has the longest title I've ever seen in any anime series, in any TV series, in anything I've ever seen. But so if I mispronounce this, please let it slide. Just this one time, okay? Anyway, it's called Ore no Nounai Sentakushi ga Gakuen Love Komoe o Zenryoku de Jama Shiteiru. I probably butchered that, whatever. It's a really long name. Anyway, it follows the story of Kanata Amakusa, a boy cursed with the mental power of absolute multiple choice. A multiple choice quiz will suddenly appear in his mind, and the choice he makes will become his reality. For example, he would have to choose between going nude from the waist up or the waist down in school. While in school, he is given another choice. 1. A beautiful girl will fall before him, or 2. He will fall from the rooftop in female clothes. He chooses option 1, and a blonde girl named Chocolat falls before him. Once again, this is another series based off of a light novel. It's being created by Diomedea. It's a studio that I haven't seen anything from, so I really can't make any comments on it. But the series, and there's not too much about the staff that I know about, but the series, it sounds like it could be really funny. It also reminds me a little bit of The World God Only Knows. Anyway, I want to look at it, check it out, see if how the humor is, see if it's a good comedy, good slice of life comedy to check out. But anyway, I think it's worth a couple episodes, and I'm going to give it a try. That's it for the anime series that I thought looked really good. But next we have the movies. Once again, I'm not going to go over anything that's a sequel or anything like that, because there are some good sequels that are being made this anime season. But anyway, I lost my train of thought. Anyway, first one we have is Captain Harlock. Now this is a remake of the original Captain Harlock series. I don't believe you really need anything. I don't believe you need to watch the Captain Harlock series or have watched the Captain Harlock series to really understand this movie. It's a complete CGI remake, and if you check out the trailer, this CGI looks amazing. It's like Final Fantasy 15 level of CGI. It's being animated by Toei Animations. Hello, Toei, Dragon Ball Z. Yeah, they're a great studio. Really good studio. But yeah, I really don't know too much about the story. All I know is I saw the CGI and I was like, wow, it's beautiful, and I want to check it out. Anyway, check out the trailer, see what you think, and let me know. Next is a new Studio Ghibli film. Studio Ghibli makes some great films, so I always check out Studio Ghibli film when it comes out. And this is the next one. It's being made. It's called Kaguya-hime no Monogatari. It is based on the Japanese folk tale Takatori Monogatari, or the Tale of the Bamboo Cutter. As always, Studio Ghibli has always done great things, so I want to check this one out. It's very stylized in its animation. It looks a lot different than any other Studio Ghibli film I've ever seen. It's not a bad thing, but I don't know. It's different, so we'll see what happens there. Now, the final movie that looks interesting is Sakasama no Patema. It's an underground world where tunnels extend everywhere. Even though they live in dark and confined spaces, people wear protective clothes and lead quiet, enjoyable lives. Patema, a princess in her underground village, loves to explore the tunnels. Her favorite place is the danger zone that her village prohibits people from entering. Even though she's scolded, Patema's curiosity cannot be held back. No one ever explained what the supposed danger was. On her usual trip to the danger zone, Patema faces unexpected events. When hidden secrets come to light, the story begins to unfold. Now, it's being created by, it's being created by Purple Cow Studio in Japan. Now, Purple Cow Studio is actually a really new animation studio. They only have one other thing under their belt, so it's going to be interesting to see how this newcomer does making a full-length movie. They've only made a 3-episode OVA series and a 4-episode special, and the 4-episode special is a prequel to this movie. So it'll be interesting to see how they are able to tackle this big project. The director, the Yasuhiro Yoshiura, is the director, original creator, and screenplay writer for this. And he's taking on 3 roles at once, and he doesn't have too much other experience. So it's interesting to see. This is obviously a very small studio, so this could be either a make or break movie for them. It will be interesting to see how this goes. The concept sounds interesting, and the trailer looks good, so I'm gonna check it out. Whether or not it's gonna be good, that's gonna be seen. But yeah, this is pretty much it for my thoughts on the 2013 fall anime previews. If there's anything I missed, please let me know, because I would definitely like to check some other things out. If you disagree with me, hey, let me know. I'm always interested in hearing other people's opinions. But yeah, if you like this video, please like or subscribe or comment. And until next time, see you later.